Okay, in this video I want to show you how to get a really great price on a hotel using a Priceline trick. So for this example, I'm going to assume that we want to go to New York and we want to stay in a 5-star hotel on Friday night, May 12th. So before we go into the Priceline trick, I'll just show you what a hotel like that would cost if we were to buy it on Orbitz. I chose Times Square, Friday, May 12th through Saturday, May 13th, 5-star, and I sorted by price, low to high. So for $233, we can book a hotel and we get to see its name and everything. But again, for this example, let's assume we don't really care if we know the name of the hotel. We're satisfied with it just being 5 stars in Times Square. So before we go to Priceline, the one other place to look at is Hotwire. So we type in New York, May 12th through May 13th, and find a hotel. And the way Hotwire works is you can buy a hotel right away, usually, almost always cheaper than you can do it on Orbitz, but you don't get to see the name of the hotel, but you do get to choose the area. So let's say I choose Times Square South and Times Square North. I'm open to the hotel being in either of those two areas, and I say it needs to have a 5-star rating. So you can see right now we can book it for $193, plus tax of course, on Hotwire. We don't get to know the name of it until after we book, but it's probably going to be a pretty good hotel if it's a 5-star hotel in Times Square. So this is the number we really want to beat, is 193. And in my experience with the Priceline trick I'm about to show you, you can always beat the lowest Hotwire price. So we go to Priceline, and you don't want to enter your information in up here because this is not the way we want to buy the hotel. We want to do the name your own price method by bidding now. So we click on this bid now button. Type in New York, 12th through the 13th, and bid now. Priceline then pulls up a map similar to Hotwire's showing the different areas that you can bid in. And you can see that if you click on Times Square and then you go down to the star level, Times Square has properties at all these star levels, and for our purposes, most importantly, has a property in the 5-star level, one or more. We don't know how many properties, but it's possible to bid for that. What you want to do before you start, this is really the key to the whole trick, is you want to go through these other areas and see, does Midtown East have a 5-star hotel? No, it does not. Okay, that's actually helpful to us for a reason I'll describe in a minute. Does Grand Central have a 5-star hotel? No, it does not. Okay, that's great. So you go down this list and you figure out which of these have 5-star hotels and which do not. I already went ahead and did that, so I'm going to show you here. These ones from the list in red, they do have 5-star hotels, so that's not good for us for this trick that I'll show you. But the other ones do. The other ones do have, the other ones do not have 5-star hotels here, which is really good. So the reason this is good is because Priceline allows you to choose an area and a star rating. So Times Square, 5-star, and then to come down and name your own price. And so let's say we choose something absurdly low, $10. We're never going to get that. Priceline tells us that. But if we submit this bid, it's going to get rejected, surely, at $10. There's no way. And if we want to bid again, but just change the price, Priceline won't let us do it. It'll make us wait at least 2 hours. So let's say our next bid would have been $20. Well, we'd have to wait 2 hours to then submit that bid, which would be rejected. Then we'd have to wait 2 more hours to submit a bid for $30, as we continue to keep walking up the price to find what is the absolute lowest price that Priceline will actually sell us a 5-star hotel in Times Square for. The caveat and the trick here is Priceline will allow you to submit another bid if you add an area in. And so what we're going to do for our second and third bids is we're going to come back in here and we're going to say we still want a 5-star hotel, we're still open to Times Square, but we're also open to Midtown East. So hey, Priceline, as long as you give me a 5-star hotel in either of these two areas, I'm fine with that. But what we've already done is we've predetermined that Midtown East does not have a 5-star hotel. So we know that when we submit our slightly higher bid, for $20, if that bid gets approved, the hotel that we're going to end up with is going to be in Times Square. Then, no, our $20 bid doesn't get approved. So now we want to submit a bid for $30. We don't want to wait 2 hours, so we just come back in here. We're going to add another area. We're going to leave it at the 5-star. Now we're going to submit our bid for $30, and maybe it gets approved, probably not. But we just keep walking it up, knowing that actually there are 22 areas in this list that do not have 5-star hotels in them. So we can actually submit, if we would want, we could submit up to 22 bids in rapid succession without having to wait the 2 hours. So let me just walk you through. I mean, that's really the trick. If you get that, you don't even need to watch the rest of the video really, but I can just show you how it works. So Times Square, 5-star hotel, $10. And I would say preview offer. Some terms here, but they're basically saying, no chance. Do you want to confirm that you really want to submit for $10? Yes, I do. I click next. I deny the trip protection. I accept the terms. Click continue. Verify my card and buy hotel. So Priceline's checking. We're sorry, we can't accept a bid of $10. Now watch what happens if we don't add a new area in here. If we just come in and say, okay, that's fine. I'm fine with $20, and click continue. It's gonna say select at least one additional area or star level. So it won't even process our request by changing only the price. However, if we add in Midtown East, an area that we know does not have a 5-star hotel, we can now submit this bid for $20. Submit that, or let's see, they're going to make me confirm again. I do not want to purchase that. And submit. Wow, Priceline's thinking about it. Okay, unfortunately, we can't accept your offer, of course. Now, what they're going to try to do is they're moving me over to this other page where they want to just sell me things that are more profitable for them. So I don't want to get into this loop. I want to go back to the screen that we were working on, and of course Priceline doesn't provide any easy way right here that I see to get back to that screen. So we have to go back to the home page, scroll down to the bid now button, type it in again, bid now, and now Times Square, Midtown, and now we're going to add Grand Central, which again we verify does not have a 5-star hotel because we determined that earlier. Choose the 5-star hotel. Now we'll try $30, etc., etc. So put in the name. This is the last one of these I'll do. I think you get the point at this point. $30. No. Yes. And buy hotel. So they can't accept their offer of $30. Very understandable. So we just keep going through this process, just barely moving it up like $10 at a time. And what's gonna happen, I just about guarantee, at least based on my experience, is at some point, and it's tough to know when, but at some point you are going to get a price accepted by Priceline that's lower than this $193. And it might be $80, it might be $140, it might be $170. I don't know where it's going to hit, that Priceline says, yeah, we accept that bid, but by virtue of this trick, you are going to get the lowest rate you can. The last time I did this was in Miami, and I booked a $150 a night Hyatt. That's what I would have had to have paid, just out of pocket for I forget. I think it was 65. It was either 60 or $65, and I did that on Priceline using this trick. So it was quite a good deal. 4-star Hyatt in Miami. So anyway, if you like this trick, please leave a comment below, or if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and if you wouldn't mind sharing it with others, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.